degree. Do you want to say something about yourself quickly?
Sure. I am part of an art collective here in Oakland called 5 Ton Crane, and we build art collectively all together, and I'm really excited to be talking to you about the work that we all do.
Great. What do you have in the show here?
In the show, we have a large-scale piece that you can get inside of called the Capitol Theater. We show 6 films that I made with my movie-making partner, Alan White.
Great.
And they're all original silent films, so visitors can come and they can come inside of the theater, they can sit and watch films, they can talk with each other. Sometimes we're here and we can talk with you and show you some things that aren't open all of the time. We have a concession stand, and sometimes we sell tickets for the price of a joke or a song.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the great thing about activism is that there is no eligibility age and there is no shelf life, okay? So in that sense, no one has an excuse, because all you have to have is a purposed heart and, you know, and some feet and some hands ready to put in some work. Now, I did propose an amendment in the midst of our debate on HR 1 around the reauthorization of voting rights and also other ways to increase access, equitable access to the ballot, right? So in HR 1, we talk about Election Day being a federal holiday, mail-in voter registration, automatic voter registration, early voting. In the midst of that debate, I proposed an amendment to lower the voting age for federal elections to 16. Now,
I'm a classically trained violinist, but I enjoy performing in a multitude of genres, from classical to jazz, from rock to hip-hop, from country to Hungarian folk. But no matter where I am on the planet or what music I'm playing, I always come home to Berkeley Symphony. So having said that, I want to play a little something for you all, and I hope you enjoy it.
There's a problem getting bids that are competitive from those companies that do continue to do government work. So there are some very immediate consequences at the business side, as well as the obvious consequences, quality of life in our community.
Oh, thank you. And just to piggyback on Mr. Stanfield's comment about the prison injustice, you know, the prison labor industry, you're probably all aware of this, is tremendous. And the private prisons, contracting with companies to produce services and create goods in prison, competing with people on the outside, lowering the wages, contributing to the corralling of our people. And I'll just give you this one symbol to take with you today. Every cap and gown in this entire country is made in one prison in South Carolina.
All these things, oxygen data, had to be sent to the lunar module. That had to be beamed 250,000 miles across the deep space network. It had to be then sent from there to Houston to Mission Control, where it was put into a whole series of programs that were run by punch cards. Think about this. These are mainframes and punch cards. That's what's going on. And my console was just like all the others. Punch cards, controlled, mainframes, IBM 360s and UNIVAC 1108s. So now I'm sitting in a console over here. You see, that's me on the far left. And I'm responsible, as part of this metabolic assessment team, for the operation of the liquid-cooled garment, which I knew was about 80% of all the energy that they were going to produce.
These songs are probably, you're one of the first people to hear these songs. They're not known by science because there's so many that have not been recorded. So this is the type of things you hear. That's one species. That's another one. That's another one. So now let me just go through some of the cool things, just some of the diversity of substrate-borne sound. I'll get out of the way here. So we're going to start off on the top left. This is a katydid. It hits its body against containers. This is a video from Jane Yak's lab in Carleton University. These are these little caterpillars who communicate to each other by drumming on surfaces. This is a little wasp. This is an ambush bug.
City by supporting the arts in the most inclusive way possible. The arts must be a resource for cross-cultural education and a conduit for lifting up and empowering historically marginalized communities. To begin this vision, we recently updated the City of Berkeley's Arts and Culture Plan. The plan is a roadmap for how to strengthen our arts community in the years to come. And the first goal of this new plan is to create affordable housing and workspace for artists. We know that rising real estate prices have pushed artists out of our community. People like
Hi there, my name is Robert Reich. I was Secretary of Labor in the Clinton administration, and for the past 15 years, I've been a professor of public policy at UC Berkeley. The COVID-19 pandemic has devastated communities across the globe and here in California and the Bay Area. In an unprecedented crisis like this, coming together as a community has never been more crucial. That's why I'm asking you today to please make a donation to the Berkeley Relief Fund, an emergency grant spearheaded by Berkeley Mayor Jesse Arreguin and Michael Lewis. With the federal government's abysmal failure to mitigate this crisis, I couldn't be more proud of our local leadership for stepping up to protect our most vulnerable community members. We're all in this together. So please, if you can, make a donation today. Thank you, and stay safe.
And if that weren't enough, Bavin has a quiet and steadfast commitment to building community here that goes well beyond his work and extends throughout Berkeley. He and his wife are devoutly local, with no car of their own, living in the same apartment they did pre-kids, walking to work every day, and welcoming kiddos into his office when they stop by for a quick hello every week. And I'll bet you that he knows most of the names of the small business owners between his office and his apartment. Need some founder advice and mentorship? No problem. Text Bavin, he'll meet you up for coffee. Have a slot for an outside speaker for one of your entrepreneurship classes? No problem. He'll make the time. The city of Berkeley is fortunate to call Bavin Parikh as one of its own. He's a founder, a builder, an employee, a father, and a citizen.
Wind's gonna find a way. Long day in the Milky Way, hammering my heart against every door